them. That's what I had up till 2000. And then I lost that truck. I got in that accident. And I didn't have a car for over 6 months after that. And then I had to start all over again with insurance. Because I didn't have a car. To start all over again with, they kind of dock you for not having insurance, and you got to have the high rates again. It wasn't real bad, but and then I had an accident. I don't know if that was even on my record though, but it was because I didn't have insurance for 6 months. So if you lapse, it kind of I just didn't have a car. I didn't buy another car. I don't remember how I got downtown. I think I used that truck for a while, and then when I left, the truck was still drivable, but they said it was totaled. I sold it to Jeff. I wonder what he did with it after I left. When I left, I sold it to him because it wasn't good enough to drive to Chicago. They told me it was totaled. But I drove it for a little while afterwards. It wasn't really that bad. It was damaged underneath, I guess. Because I had to go to the chiropractor because I had my neck was injured. It took me a while to recover from that too. That was back in 2000. And then I got a car in the fall, just before it got cold. I knew I had to have a car to get to work. I was biking to work, and I got a car. I had to borrow some money to get a car. I got a Skylark. It was a car. It was a nice looking, just an ordinary looking car. And it kind of cost me a lot of money to get broke down. I had to have the shifter fixed. That cost me a lot of money. Just different little stupid things that I think it's because it cost me money that I didn't really care for it because of that. I mean, I was kind of glad to get rid of it. The next vehicle was my van, and that was the nicest vehicle I ever owned, the van. It was a Ford Aerostar, and that was the best vehicle I've ever owned. I got it, I think it had 55,000 miles on it. It was really in good condition, and I drove it for quite a while. I did all my Bollywood trips with that van, my photography. And then after the van, I had Mom's car for a little while, and then the van at the same time, but I used the car more. And then the van, I think I maybe let the van settle a little bit too much. The body was getting kind of bad on it, so I didn't really want to put a lot of money into it because the body was getting to the point where the back door wouldn't close right, and it was getting rusty like this van is, but it was worse. I should have undercoated it when I bought it maybe, because it was nice when I got it, but it rusted pretty bad. The back tailgate was, the back hatch was not right. And then when I took care of Mom, she kind of wanted me to use her car. I mean, she knew it was just kind of a ratty old van, And she couldn't ride in the van. It's too high for her. So I kind of let it sit, and that might have done it in. And I used it for wood hauling and stuff like that after I took care of Mom. And I used the car for more trips. And then I went to start it one day, and it started blowing the black smoke, and it was just, there was something wrong. And I knew that it would probably cost a lot of money to fix, so I decided to let it go. It started, but there was really something wrong with it. And so then I just had Mom's car. Then I traded Mom's car in for this, which she doesn't know. Well, she probably knows now. But I didn't tell her. I didn't really care for the car. I was thankful that she gave it to me and everything, but I tried to sleep in the car, and you just can't. It's too small. I went to Mama's program in the car, and it was pretty hard. And it wasn't very comfortable to drive long distances either. And I was having that problem with my groin, and I didn't know I had a hernia, and it was hurting real bad. I came home from the trip, and I decided to trade it in for a van. I got this van at Don's. And it's not a bad vehicle. It's had a few things I've had to repair, but it's not a bad vehicle. It's not my best vehicle, and it's not my worst, but it's pretty good. It doesn't haul like the Ford did. So what will my next vehicle be? And when will I get it? I mean, this car has, let's look. It's got 579.3. It's got 116,340 miles on it. Okay, let's switch it back. Okay. But I got 579.6 on this trip. So that's the story of my vehicles. I mean, before 2000, I had some cars, various cars. I guess the most notable one was it was a Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. That was a nice car. It was a beautiful car, and it was in good condition. It was older, but I think it was a 1979, and I got it when I dated Ging. Ging didn't want me buying from an Indian. The Orientals seem to not like Indians. I don't know what that is, but I found the car, and I was with Ging. I was dating Ging, and she wouldn't let me buy it, and I didn't really quite have the money to buy it. She helped me buy another car that was no good. It turned out that it wasn't. It was a Cadillac too. It was a green one, and it wasn't any good. And I got it real cheap, but it ended up being junk. And that was the car she wanted me to get, and so I got it, and it was a mistake. And she was saying, "Oh, I'll help you repair the seats and stuff like that." I don't think she ever did. And I ended up having to go back and get the other Cadillac. And I got the other Cadillac for $1,000, and I paid for it with my own money. I think I did borrow a little money from Ging. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was a little bit of money. I think I borrowed money maybe to buy the green car. I don't know. But I can't really